G'day guys and girls, and welcome back to our little channel, Goodies Beer Reviews. And look what I've got today. What a fun looking can. You may hear a troop carrier, I think they call them troop carriers, in the distance. It's one of my neighbours got one of those new Land Cruisers, I think it is, a troopy, 4-door one with, hasn't got, it's standard. It looks weird standard. Like I'm used to seeing ones around here with a lot of antennas. I used to call them the porcupine or the echidna. All the antennas look like a, anyway, shut up, Goody. You're probably pissing people off that like that fucking, and I don't mind four-wheel driving. It doesn't really float my boat. I used to be a four-wheel drive instructor. But anyway, fortune favours the saved. Fortune favours the brave. Fortune favours the saved. Fruit Salad IPA. 440ml can, 7% on the nose. ABV. Black top. Good looking can. 2.4 standard drinks. Oof, just made the lawn too. Brewed and canned by Moondog Brewing. Everyone knows Moondog. They're at First Choice a lot. And Liquorland or BWS. Anyway, Preston, Victoria, Melbourne brewed. Fortune favours the saved fruit in brackets in this IPA exclamation mark, loaded with perfectly imperfect strawberries. Here we go. Nectarines, watermelons, apricots and cherries that were destined for here we go again. I get this, destined for destruction, not raging on it, so calm down everyone. This fruit salad IPA proves that there's good taste in fruit waste. Look, advertising we're doing something good by not wasting fruit. I mean, it's mainly a hoppy beer. I mean, to add a lot of real fresh fruit in these beers can be a very big challenge in a beer with fresh fruits. And it's vegan friendly. Oh, should I throw it now? No, let's go. I mowed the lawns today and they came up bloody beautiful. I don't know why I just paused then. Yeah, he's got his new, it's nothing like getting a new car. He's had very good crack on the can, not much action, little puff. Not the magic dragon down by the sea. Oh, who doesn't know that song? Very nice crack on the can, very firm. Nice looking beer. This whole thing, what was the other one with the nectarines, wasn't it? I had a beer with nectarines that were all going to landfill. You know, if some stuff's going to landfill, it's just because it's got spots and all. That's why I reckon Coles and Woolies and these big players, they're a bit selective in their fruit. Why? I mean, they all taste the same. People are just real picky. You know, I get it. You got to get it stuff certified organic if it's organic, and you know what though, I've got to be honest in my experience in life. God. There's floating shit all through it. Look. Bob, zoom in, please. Yeah, look. It's chunky. It's like that. Oh, there's flies. There's everything happening. It's Moondog. Beer? Or is this like dessert? Oh, God, I'm still getting offended, or I'm upset, or I'm excited. Well, isn't it all going to settle in the bottom? I suppose if I stop. Oh, it's already got Kadunk Avenue. I've got to get into this. Fortune favours the safe. Moondog going with the big can as well. I feel like I'm going to open up stop talking, Goody, everyone's saying, but a can of that pineapple from, just drink it and chew on that. Oh, 7%. I thought that was carbonation, and it's fruit. It's heavy. If you don't bench, you're not going to live this. You're not. Look at it. Geez, I get sidetracked or one-sided view, don't I? I see something like, oh, look, a pretty colour. And I just go on about that for 4 minutes. Geez, that colour's pretty. It doesn't taste like beer. It doesn't taste like beer. And it does not taste like an IPA. I wanted to really like this. This cost, I think, $10 or 2 for 10 or 2 for 12 maybe. A bit like the Chur. Chur shits all over this. Sorry, I shouldn't swear. Like strawberries, nectarines, watermelons, apricots, cherries. You get all that food that's going to waste. And what do? I'd rather just like a big bowl of actual fruit salad. It's different. Why an IPA? Actually, I don't know if this is going to cause me great distress, or I'm actually starting to enjoy this beer. And you know what? You've got to give it its credit. It stops and it makes you guess it and sort of like it, or I don't. Is it beer? Is it not? Is it an IPA? 7% is quite strong, not for an IPA, but for Moondog. Moondog do those little cans, the little sours, and they do a lager. Well, they're okay. Moondog are okay. But this is their attempt on a big bougie can for your mainstream liquor stores, and 440 mils. Yeah, 7%. Reading apricot again, it does smell like apricots. It actually tastes like an apricot peach drink. This tastes more like a cocktail to me than a beer. Does that make sense? Like a fruit cocktail thing at a party that's just got vodka in it, or stuff to get you a bit, loose as a goose on festival juice. Yeah, it's a very fruity. It's not something you'd whack after doing the lawns. Oh, not straight up. Very big fruit taste. Be good with seafood, I reckon. Look at me pairing it. What a legend. Yeah, I would not buy this again. I'd say if you see it, buy it. I'd say give it a go and enjoy it and have a bit of fun with it. But once you do, it's just, yeah, it's like one of the old toys you had. You had a bit of fun with it, but you got rid of it. I'm not going any further with that. Or a scooter or a bike. Yeah, I'd had it once and it's done. Yeah, I don't think it tastes like an IPA. I don't think it tastes like beer, but I'd say if you see it, buy it, give it a go. Give it a go. The more you drink, it's like anything, the more you have it, it's 7% plus, you're going to like it all. It's not throwable, it's confusing. There you go. Anyway, enough of the fucking beer. So I mowed the lawns today too. Lawns come up bloody trumps, I'll tell you. Absolutely trumps that come up. And what else did I do? Did a bit of washing. I did some weeding. I did some spraying, and just I put a little bit of spray sometimes around. I know people don't like it, and yeah, I get it, but just I dilute it, just get rid of a few weeds around the edge. I've got to be careful because the maggies come here, so I don't really poison. And they're pretty. I hope they're pretty smart. Do you want to know something? A fact, good is life. And it's going to sound extremely bullshit and irrelevant, but I've never been swooped by a magpie. Never, ever in my life been swooped by plovers. I have, and I've hit the ground like it's you're in the middle of the Gaza. No, I shouldn't say that. But, I'm ducking. I ducked because of a plover. Oh, terrible comparison, could you? Yeah. But even I reckon some of the hardest men in the world still duck when a Maggie comes. They're crazy, eh? Some of those roos, eh? Out west you saw those big red roos. God, they were big. And even the emus, man. Like, see, we get coastal emus here, but you don't see them there. Everyone's running them over or fucking, just dickheads, like going too fast where they shouldn't be. And emus are pretty dopey, like they'll run out in front of you. Or they'll stay with you. They're gorgeous. You see them around here, and they look different to the emus out bush. I always said the roos here are quite spoilt. See, people feed them and stuff, and I get that, but it brings them to houses, and they've got to cross roads, and they're going to do it anyway. But there were so many roos. I'll tell you a quick story. You'll like me for this. When I lived here, I built here when was it? The house was built years ago now, but anyway, around me, all around here, was nothing. It was just vacant blocks, vacant land. And the land around here was going for around about 110 to 150, 160 for a block. And some of the blocks were 1,000 square metres or 1,200, 800, 850. Some of the smaller ones were like, and people will go, oh God, smaller, like in Sydney and all, because Sydney's got small blocks, but they were going for about 150, 160 for a good block, good block of dirt. It's always been the Aussie dream, hasn't it? I think, and you can't even say you're Aussie sometimes anymore, like what's Aussie? And I think we're learning what Aussie is. Aussie, I'll tell you what to me Aussie is. Being an Aussie, and when I say Aussie, it just means I was born in this country. I'm indigenous to this country, And I'm not going to get into because people don't know people's past and people. Most guys and girls don't know me from a bar of soap. As I drink my Golden Circle Fortune flavours of the it's a very confusing. It's just look at the stuff on the glass. There's no lacing. There's rotten fruit. I'm drinking rotten fruit that's going to the tip out of a beer glass. And you know what? That's Australian. No, that's just like one of my mates, the grifter, who's known to frequent the parts of Dub Vegas, said to me once, you drink beer out of the dirty nappy, That's pretty fucked up. But yeah. Oh, look, I was going on a tangent there, and sometimes we go on tangents and forget, but very, very... the neighbour's Harley broke down. One of the neighbours here, his son's got a Harley. The UFC today, oh my God, so much to talk about. I'm not going to do another 20-minute video, so don't worry about it, I'll split it up. Look, I helped someone out today just with some tools, and it feels good, it feels nice. I like that sort of stuff, And the UFC was on, watched some of that with the teenager, and the lawns, and a bit burnt, a bit old today, a bit old. And you know what, I'm sort of fucking glad I am. I know that sounds old, but when I sometimes talk to people, I think to myself, thank Christ I'm not 20 anymore. And I don't mean that in a bad way. Growing up in this era, okay, is it easier than when we did, say, Gen X, baby boomers, and, there's so many things about housing. But you know what? I looked on real estate, the missus and I the other day looked on real estate, and you look down where one of the missus' daughters lives, don't give away all that shit, works down in Melbourne near there, about 40 minutes out of Melbourne. You can pick up a house there, small house, but 3-bedroom, 4-bedroom with a study for 600,000 built. 650. Land can be picked up at 20 minutes from there for 200,000 a block. But now we're saying we can't afford to get a 20K deposit to get a block of land, or a 30, 40K to get a construction loan. And then I hear people, we don't want to live there. And well, you know what, guys and girls, I'll tell you the biggest thing and the biggest change I ever did in my life was packing up and leaving where I come from, supposedly, Sydney. Does Sydney feel like home? no. Fuck no. I don't even really know where home is sometimes. And some people don't like hearing that. And I don't mean it in a I'm not happy way. It's more of a past connection way. Burke felt a bit like home in some ways. Country, the bush. Fuck, I've rambled again. So look, everyone's locked off, so I'll leave it at that. But yeah, look, this beer, whatever. You know, it's Moondog, and they're having a go, and I like it. But you're drinking pretty much just bruised, bashed, possibly off fruit in a beer. And see, even the stuff they've saved, well then they've got to even go through some of it and go, that's rubbish. So what did they do with that? Send it back to the tip and go, we'll take a kilo out of 3 kilos. You're not doing some heroic, brave thing. It's a bullshit advertising thing. And the more I think about it, the more it's starting to piss me off. Even the fly I'm going to let crawl in the can. Anyways, love each other, take care of each other, be kind to each other. I love you so much. Thanks for watching, and I'm sorry for rambling. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. The next one I'm just going to stick to the beer, maybe. Take care, everyone. Love yous. Fruit salad. Fuck, you kid.